Okay. I'm not really sure why I'm not sure why you guys can't see it. It's on my screen.
Oh, that's because we're seeing your slide screen, the screen that has your slide.
Okay.
So maybe exit out of slide mode.
Okay.
If you exit out of slide mode, maybe we can see that.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
We can see your mouse pointer moving.
Okay. What's going on here?
Yeah, and show. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be on the side, on the right hand corner.
Okay. And I see. Yeah. I mean,
Top to bottom.
can you guys see what was on my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
That
Yeah.
right side. Okay, the right side thing. Okay.
So we're talking about the recording on the GoToMeeting application.
Yeah.
Can you pull that into this? Oh, we don't see that on your screen, I guess.
You want me to? Let me just do this. I don't know if this will.
Yeah, maybe minimize the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Oh, he just said he's running behind and he wants to see us at 1:30.
Okay, that's fine. I guess we can use the time.
Do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to run this for one more time, Tim?
Sure. I mean, I'm happy to go through it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I missed last time, so that would be helpful.
Okay.
Actually, I missed last 2 times, not only yours, but also Greg's.
Okay. So let me move that over.
Hey, Tim, you didn't when you start GoToMeeting, you didn't get like an application that got like launched on your desktop?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the record button is on there. It's on that application.
Right. I've got it. I hit it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's recorded.
So what happens is, I think the reason why you didn't have the PIN number is Phil is the only one who actually, when he starts this webinar, and he gets then the PIN number generates.
Okay.
And that's what exactly happens. It happened to you because you got the Phil's number, because I was actually logged in earlier and I didn't have the PIN number. Normally I wait for Phil to log in and then the PIN number will be generated. And then we call all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So that means we will actually prepare for everything, like the computer, the webinar, everything. And we come and stop at the screen. And once you are at the screen, when Phil actually comes in, whether it is 101, 102, and then it pops out, and then he launches the webinar, and then it generates the PIN. That means we dial in that number through the phone at that time. So before, we always don't know what that PIN number is, because PIN number is not going to be generated till we all have that.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just saying. So in case if you want to go next time, you won't be getting the PIN number until he is actually on the webinar.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the link actually that Kimberly sent it to you will work. Only thing is because this is the first time you didn't. So and that's what it happened. So it is a normal practice for him not to give the PIN number ahead of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So some reason he arranged that. So it was also, I had to go through the same hoops that you are. I was like, when I had like a very first time, I had a conference call and I said, it's already like 2 o'clock and then 2:05 and then there's no PIN number. And I was like going through texting everybody like, hey, it's already 2:05. What happened here? I can't hear here. I can't do anything. Is that my computer is wrong or me or what's happening here? I said, Kimberly said, just calm down.
Oh, I will. I guess if we get done with this thing, if you want to go through this, I'm happy to go through it, and then we can get off and get back on when Phil gets in.
Sure.
If you do that, then we all lose connection in talking, because then we can text if you are ready. It's okay. But we are going to we're going to lose this voice connection.
So do you want to just hang on?
We can do either. You can hang on, which is okay. We can tell him, but I'm just letting you know for future.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you can go ahead. Actually, talk this 5-minute thing. I think we will be okay.
Yeah.
And then you would be set for recording too.
Okay.
And you would be recording at your computer, right?
Yeah, it's recording right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's all recording all this stuff?
Yeah.
No, you didn't click the button and start recording. Did
Well,
you?
I did earlier when you guys asked me to.
Oh no. You can start recording when I mean you can test it right now.
Okay, my name is Tim Keenan. I'm an acquisition specialist with the Canis Major Incubator Program. A little bit of educational background on me. I'm a bachelor's degree in accounting, theory and practice from California State University at Northridge. In my prior life, I was in the corporate world. I spent 29 years in aerospace and defense contracting finance. My wife and I began investing in real estate in 2015. And we began working with Phil and Chinook Grove back in January of 2016. And I started the Canis Major Incubator Program in May of this year. Today we're going to talk about a shopping center that's over in Irving, Texas. It's the Marketplace Shopping Center on Marketplace Boulevard. It is a pre-foreclosure lead that was generated by the Canis Major Incubator in-house research. The property was built in 2005. It has nearly 106,000 square feet. Its location is in Cypress Waters, which is a kind of a growing industrial warehouse retail area. And when I say warehouse retail, I'm talking about it has a lot of big box stores, like Fry's has the Dump Furniture Store and Home Depot and that type of a thing. But there are also a lot of empty lots around there. The shopping center total has a total of 7 different buildings. There are 3 strip mall style buildings and 4 standalone buildings. The original loan on this property was back in 2007, and the original loan amount was $22.5 million. Currently, the property is assessed at only $18.3 million, and the owner is located in Southern California. Just to kind of give you an idea as to where this property is in relationship to DFW, you can see where the star is. That's where the property is located. And if you look off to the left of the picture, you'll see DFW International Airport, which is just south of, it borders Grapevine. And you can see the Grapevine Mills Shopping Center over there. And on the right side, over where toward Farmers Branch, if you go about another 10 miles or so, you're in Dallas, the city of Dallas. The property is split up in 2 different areas on both sides of Olympus Boulevard. As you can see, there are 2. I'll talk about the east side first. You can see there's 2 major buildings there. It's one actual building, but it's 2 major stores in it: Dick's Sporting Goods and Best Buy. The Subway is a strip mall type of building. I call them Subway the anchor. There's an individual restaurant, 54th Street. Grill and bar, and then down the bottom right-hand corner, you can see there's a standalone building that is vacant. On the top right-hand side of that same thing, there's another standalone building, and that is a Montessori school. On the other side of Olympus Boulevard, there is an anchor building, an anchor type building that is 24-hour fitness sport, and the other side of that building is the U.S. Coast Guard recruiting. And in between there are about 4 or 5 suites. And then a little bit north of that, you'll see a building that is a Staybridge hotel. So I want to talk about the standalone buildings first. We kind of went around I went and looked at this place twice just to make sure I had everything straightened out. There's one building that is not marked down there that was down at the southeast corner was a Sweet Tomatoes restaurant. It's closed and vacant, and it appears to have been that way for some time, and it's got a very, very specialized exterior. 54th Street Grill and Bar is doing well. Plenty of cars in the parking lot. Everything's going fine there. The Wonderland Montessori School, doing fine. A lot of cars going through there. It's a specialized building. It's got a little canopy on it, so you can park the kids off and pick them up back up again, and a whole lot of playground equipment around the backside of the thing as well. Staybridge Suites Hotel doing really well, and both times I was there, I never saw an empty parking spot. With respect to the anchor buildings, the Subway anchor building, I will tell you that there are 2 suites that are vacant, and it appears that they are essentially been vacant for quite some time because there's nothing in them. It's just concrete floor. The Dick's Sporting Good and Best Buy anchor building, everything is leased, but both times I was there, the parking lot was very, very sparse, so there was almost no traffic in the area. Both of these stores have a tremendous amount of square footage in them, and if one of them were to not be there, it would be a lot of square footage not being leased. The 24-hour fitness sport anchor building. The 24-hour fitness itself is busy. There is one vacancy just to the north of it, and all the other stores that are in there are really not that busy. Although one's like I said, it was a Coast Guard recruiting station, and I don't expect a whole lot of traffic through that. The 24-hour fitness building is very specialized with a mezzanine, a full-size basketball court, and pools and spas throughout it. In summary, the center is in a growing area, Cypress Waters, but it's not very busy. There are a lot of vacancies, and right now it's being appraised at 19% less than its original loan. Many buildings are specialized. I think they're going to be hard to repurpose, and 3 of those buildings take up at least half of the square footage. And thinking about the future of big box stores like Dick's and Best Buy, they're being challenged by Amazon and others on the internet. If they were to move out, that's a lot of square footage that's vacant. And on top of that, the buildings are in very, very good shape. It's a relatively new property, only 10 years old, and I don't think there's much we could do we could improve anything and try to increase rents. So based on all these factors, we decided to pass on the deal. I'll now take any questions that you'd like to send my way.
Okay, I have one quick question. Whenever you are talking, there is always a background whistle sound that I'm hearing actually almost in the same pitch. Are you too close to computer or too close to, because I don't know how you are recording.
Yeah, it sounds like feedback, Tim. You might, are you using the phone or are you using the computer speaker and mic?
I'm using the computer.
Okay, maybe what you can do is when you're presenting, just before you're presenting, turn your speaker all the way to to no volume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then that might
try one sentence. Try one sentence that way. 2-3 sentences.
Here,
that way we can see.
Let me back it down.
Yeah, because we are hearing like
now when I talk, does it work out better?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
And talk the flow, get the flow, if you don't mind. Just talk
Can you hear me?
continuously 2-3. Yeah, we are hearing you and no background.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we are hearing you all the way.
Does it still have
It's still there. Yeah, it's still there. That's true.
Maybe you want to distance away from the speaker a little bit from the microphone.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah. Speak 2-3. It is still coming.
Yeah, but you know what, Siva? It's coming when he's not speaking, so that's not feedback. Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Why don't we do this, Siva? Why don't you and I both mute, and then Tim, you talk maybe for like 10 seconds, and then we'll see if we hear it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll mute now.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay, the center is in a growing area, Cypress Waters, but not very busy. There are a lot of vacancies, and right now the property is appraised at 19% less than the original loan. What was that?
It's still there. That's weird. I don't know what's causing it. Do you have a fan blowing?
No, I'm actually. This is the quietest this office has been in some time. Normally we have a jackhammer guy out.
Yeah, I don't know. That's almost like I don't know how to describe the sounds. Almost like a. Do you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything? Yeah, it's like I don't know, like a little tune. It's almost like there's a very soft radio going on in the background. It kind of gets louder randomly.
That's weird. There's not another piece of electronic equipment on here.
Oh, do you have your cell phone close to your computer?
Well, yeah, it's on the desk. I'm gonna move it. Here. I'll put it back there. Is that better?
Not really. I don't know where that's coming from.
Let me take the desk phone and move it. Maybe that's an issue.
Calls will not be answered. Calls will not be answered.
Okay, so now the phone is off. Let me see if I can move that.
Okay, can you do me a favor, Tim?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and mute us on your computer and just speak 2 sentences and unmute us, and then we can speak to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I'm not talking, I just mute.
Yeah.
No, when you are talking, you mute us, mute everybody else.
Oh.
And then after you finish those 2-3 sentences, unmute us so that we can give you the feedback.
Okay. Now, how do I mute you?
Oh, you see the little microphone next to our names. You just click on that to mute us.
Okay, let me see if I can. I don't see your names. That's the other.
Attendees. That's an arrow. You see webcam. Yep. Okay.
Okay, attendees. Let me see if I can find your names. Oh, that's interesting. Names aren't even showing up yet here.
No? You see attendees, and then you click on the arrow to drop down, and then staff. Staff there.
Yeah, right. Okay, so then okay. All right, does that work better for you guys? And I'll unmute you to let you know.
It's still there. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do you want me to just not do the audio on the computer, and I'll just do it on my phone?
Yeah, maybe try that. Maybe use your phone to dial in. Maybe that will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me go back and see.
And then you just yeah. I'm not sure if you need to re-log in or not. I'm not sure.
Let's see. I'm just trying to find out.
No, you don't have to. He can actually go to the number directly. Only thing is you don't have the PIN number.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the PIN number?
No.
Wait, let me see. Maybe I can. Hold on.
Isn't it?
I have the access code. Yeah, I have the access code.
Yeah, the webinar ID is that down there at the bottom there, right?
Let me forward this to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Should have it now.
Did you email it or did you?
I email it to you.
Okay. Yeah.
But the problem is if he goes there, we all will be disconnected because now Phil is not here.
Oh, wow. What was that?
No, since Phil is not here, we all will be disconnected if he gets onto the. Yeah, he can actually do that. Yeah, but the thing is,
I think all he needs to do is dial in with the phone and then just mute his speaker. I mean, mute the microphone on the PC.
Yeah.
And turn the speaker all the way down to 0. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, anyhow, your presentation came out fantastic, Tim. You are right on the money on the timing and everything else. Sorry about that. It got devoted.
Yeah.
Very little to add there, and everything. It came out perfect pitch.
Okay.
And when can you give me a training on how to do the presentation?
Pardon me?
When can you give me the training on how to do presentation?
Oh. Okay. All right. So why don't I change from computer audio to phone call?
Yeah.
And then let's see what happens here.
Are you on the phone audio, David, or are you on the?
I'm actually on the computers.
Yeah. Can you also get onto phone and just say?
Well, why don't we wait till Tim comes back before we do that? Is that okay? Yeah. So we know what's the issue.
Okay, so I'm on now. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Actually,
more.
brother, can you get the phone close to your mouth so that we can hear the voice will be recorded better. It looks like voice is so deep in the well.
Well, I did just go through puberty.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my goodness.
You're a growing boy. Now that works. You know, I think maybe what happened is this. I think it might be an echo where your PC's microphone is. It might be. It might be that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It is not better. Get the phone close to you. Don't put on the speaker phone. Speak
No, I'm not on the
directly
speaker.
phone.
I'm on the regular handset. Can you? Is this still okay or not?
No, it's
No,
good.
it is perfect.
It's clear. Yeah.
It's getting a lot better.
Good. Okay, good.
And that's what we want. And so this is what we need to do, David. Going forward, everybody, we need to tell them that they had to be on the phone, not on the computer speaker.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is like, can you speak like 2-3 sentences, just one page, so that we can hear that background again?
Yeah, sure. Hang on just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, in summary, the center is growing in a growing area, Cypress Waters, but it's not very busy. There's not very much foot traffic there. There's many vacancies. And right now, the place is being appraised at 19% less than the original loan. Many buildings are specialized. I think they're going to be hard to repurpose, and 3 of those buildings take up at least half of the square footage. And big box stores like Dick's and Best Buy are being challenged by Amazon and others on the internet. And if they move out, there's a lot of square footage that's going to be vacant. And on top of all this, the buildings are in really good shape. They're relatively new. They're only 10 years old. So I don't think there's much we could do to improve the property and enough to be able to increase any rents. So because of all that, we decided to pass on the deal.
That's good. It's very clear. Very clear.
It's very clear, and the background was, and also just to avoid any background noise, David, I think you and me also has to put on mute.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think anyone who's not talking will go on mute. Yep.
Yeah, because we don't want any background. So so just to make sure that. Okay.
Hey guys, Phil Grove is on. Can you hear me?
Hey Phil.
I can hear you.
Welcome. So
right on the time.
Well, no, right, 30 minutes late, but
no,
like you guys have got it all figured out. So.
Yeah, this 30 minutes actually, we had some echo problems, so we got it figured out. It's perfect. Okay.
Okay. So who is on this? I see David. Right. Tim, you're on too. I don't.
Yeah.
Is anybody have screen control?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I don't see you listed as a attendee. I see David, Siva, and okay. There's Tim. You must be.
He's your other you.
He is right now other Phil.
Okay.
So what it is I think we need to stop recording so far as of this minute, and you can delete that, Tim, and start off.
I think that's it. Let's go ahead and hold on just a second. Turn off my alerts on my computer. That would be helpful. There we go. All right, go ahead and start the recording.
Okay, it's gone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Canis Major Incubator Deal of the Week. This week, we have a very special acquisition specialist, Tim Keenan, out of Dallas, is going to review our latest project. So, Tim, welcome, and I'm going to turn it over to you, buddy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hello, everybody. My name is Tim Keenan. I'm the acquisition specialist up here in Dallas in the Canis Major Incubator Program. Just a little background on me for education-wise. I got a bachelor's degree in accounting theory and practice from California State University in Northridge. In my previous life, I had 29 years in aerospace and defense contracting finance. My wife and I began in real estate investing in 2015, and we began working with Phil and Shanoa Grove back in January of 2016. And I started in the Canis Major Incubator program in May of 2017. Today we're going to talk about a strip mall shopping center type area up in Irving. It's a pre-foreclosure lead that was generated by the Canis Major Incubator in-house research. The property was built in 2005. Property square footage is about 106,000 square feet. It's located in an area called Cypress Waters, which is a growing industrial/warehouse retail area. When I say warehouse retail, it's got a lot of big box stores like Fry's, Home Depot, and the Dump Furniture Store, and that kind of stuff. However, it also has a lot of empty lots. There's plenty of land to build elsewhere, and there's also a lot of other shopping centers. There's a total of 7 buildings in this shopping center. There are 3 what we call strip mall style buildings or anchor buildings, and 4 standalone buildings. The original loan was back in 2007. The original loan amount was $22.5 million. Currently, the assessed value is $18.3 million. And the owner is located out in Southern California. Just to give you an idea as to where it's located, you see the star, you can see off to the left-hand side over there to the west, directly there's DFW Airport. North of that is Grapevine Mills Mall. If you go over to the eastern side, you see Farmers Branch and Carrollton, another 8 or 10 miles or so, and you're in North Dallas. Just to kind of give you a layout here of what it looks like, you can see on the eastern side of Olympus Boulevard, you have 2 major big box type stores, Dick's Sporting Goods and Best Buy. There's a next building over is a Subway anchored strip mall type of thing. There is a 54th Street restaurant down in the southern portion of the shopping center, and there's a little building just off to the east of that that doesn't have a marking on it, but it's because it's a vacant building right now. Off to the north side, still on the east side of Olympus Boulevard, there is a Montessori school that is part of this property as well. On the west side of Olympus, you can see there's a 24-hour fitness anchored strip mall. The other side of that is the U.S. Coast Guard recruiting station. And then just to the north of that, the final building is the Staybridge Suites Hotel. To kind of give you a look, this is on the left side. You can see this is a picture of the Dick's Sporting Goods, and then down a little bit further, you can see the Best Buy. That's the large building that has a tremendous amount of square footage separated by those two businesses. And then off to the right, you can kind of get an idea. The size of the Best Buy and the Dick's is right there, kind of in the middle. Off to the top to the right-hand side, you can see there's the Subway anchored strip mall. And then over here is the Montessori school.
And Tim, not to interrupt you, but you noticed when you looked at these things, and it kind of was confirmed in those pictures, not much going on in those parking lots. You know, those were pretty empty parking lots even when you were there.
Yeah, That parking lot there with the in front of the Dick's and the Best Buy is about as busy as I've ever seen it in the times that I went back and forth up there. So it's just not well traveled at all. So we're going to do this analysis two different ways. I'm going to do a standalone building analysis. As I mentioned before, there's a closed and vacant standalone building. It used to be called a Sweet Tomatoes restaurant. It's been vacant for some time. It's got a very, very specialized exterior that would cost a lot to change back into somebody else's business. The 54th Street Grill and Bar is doing fine. There are cars in that parking lot. I think that was going gangbusters the second time I went up there. The Wonderland Montessori School seems to be doing fine. There are, plenty of people going in and out, dropping off their kids. It's a specialized building. It's got a cover over the front and a little roundabout type of thing, so you can drop off and pick up the kids. And there's a whole bunch of playground equipment and kind of in the back. And then there's the Staybridge Suites Motel, which is doing very, very well. There was nary an open parking spot in that hotel. And then the anchor buildings, the Subway anchor building, Subway's fine. However, in that strip there are two vacant suites, and they've been vacant for some time as well because there's nothing in there except just concrete and drywall. Dick's Sporting Goods and the Best Buy anchor building, everything is leased, but as I said before, the parking lot is very sparse. Both stores put tremendous amount of square footage at risk just because of the fact that they're just so large. The 24-hour fitness sport anchor building, 24-hour fitness is busy. It's constant in and out. There is one vacancy, which is right next to the 24-hour fitness, and the other stores that are in there are not very busy. However, to be fair, one, it was a Coast Guard recruiting station. I don't expect, a tremendous amount of traffic there. Another point to be made is the 24-hour fitness building is very specialized with a large mezzanine. It's got a full-size basketball court and pools and spas inside of it. So in summary, the center is in a growing area, which is Cypress Waters, but it's just not very busy. And there's a lot of vacancies. And on top of that, right now, the thing is being appraised at 19% less than its original loan. Many buildings in this place are specialized. They're hard to repurpose, and 3 of these buildings are going to take up at least half of the square footage. And on top of that, big box stores like Dick's and Best Buy are being challenged by Amazon and other businesses on the internet. If they do move out, that's a lot of square footage to make up for. And on top of that, when you look at it, all the buildings are in really good shape. It's a relatively new complex. It's only 10 years old. So there's really not much we could do with that to improve it such that it would generate increased rents. So because of all those items, we decided to pass on the deal. And I'll be happy to take any questions that you might have.
So you mentioned that fitness center. Obviously, when that tenant, 24 Fitness, retrofitted that center, I mean, you've got pools and spas and equipment. If you have lost that tenant, you end up getting back a facility that's really not useful for anything other than a 24/7, right? I mean, so that's right, your big concern with risk, correct?
That's my concern, is that that building is really, is it going to be a gym or it's not going to be anything, because that thing is so specialized.
And then, Best Buy and Dick's, also huge stores. Best Buy, along with all the other, I mean, Circuit City, everybody is, Radio Shack, everybody's got anything to do with that has been put out of business already by, Amazon and Walmart. Right. So, who knows? And Dick's Sporting Goods, I don't really know that much about them, but again, with an empty parking lot, hard to believe that they're doing well.
Right, I agree.
So the other issue is this thing is, they owed a lot of money on this thing, and it was already worth less than the loan. I always like to believe that everything is worth something. Obviously, because this thing was a pre-foreclosure, there wasn't time to buy this thing subject to, or by just taking over the loans, right, or paying off the loan. It wasn't worth it. The loan was more owed. But it would have been worth something. What price would it be worth?
If you could get it in the high single digits or extremely low double digits, you might be able to do something with it. But as I say, it'd be hard for me to justify, based on the vacancies and the lack of foot traffic and just the specialization of the stuff, that really being able to change this thing such that you could actually increase the rents and make some money and get a return on investment.
Yeah. So as a pre-foreclosure, it's not even close. I mean, they owed 20 on something worth 10. Sometimes you can get a lender to negotiate with you, but you're not going to get that much negotiation in a week, right?
Right.
So this thing was not even close.
Right, and this owner wasn't even interested enough to be able to call us back. So.
Yeah. So when we triage a deal, are we close? If we do, work it real hard. If we're nowhere close, well, sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. Any other lessons learned or things you want to comment about this particular one?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I think we've marked on it before. It's just that my concern with all of this was just the fact that these, having 3 of the buildings take up 1/2 of the amount of rent you're going to get. That to me is a lot of risk, especially in an area where it doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of traffic, and things seem to be. Businesses are going out and going to other shopping centers in the area because of lower rents and that type of thing. So.
All right. Well, Tim, thank you so much for presenting our little deal of the week. And you got some winners and some losers. It's important to learn from all of them. And I look forward to hearing about the next deal.
All right. Good deal. Thank you.